We will listen to Metin Doğan right now, and the topic is Anatolian Civil Society Platform.
Esteemed members of the jury, I think it's too late for them, and conscientious people from all corners of the world who follow us. I salute you with Islam words. Peace be upon you. Allah'ın selamı üzerinize olsun. Yuhayyikum bi tahiyyatil İslam. Esselamu aleyküm ve rahmetullahi ve berekatuhu. I came here to speak about the terrorist state and its members who commit genocide and massacres, acts that make us ashamed of our humanity even as we speak. We have platforms supporting the Palestinian resistance consisting of organized civil society organizations in all cities of Anatolia, and there is an Anatolian Civil Society Platform as a superstructure that unites this platform, the Anatolian Civil Society Platform, Anadolu Sivil Toplum Kuruluşları Platformu. Throughout my speech, I will refer this platform as ASTP. In fact, civil society organizations present in every city were active before the October 7 attacks. They rarely came together and were able to communicate. However, after October 7, civil society organizations across cities have united around the common issue of Gaza. These platforms that formed in the cities later created ASTP. In other words, this is so important, in other words, Gaza became the unifier of the Ummah, and Gaza became the unifier of humanity. At times, various events were organized, sometimes with everyone in the city joined these organizations. Sometimes only children took a part, and at the other times, joiners were only healthcare workers. In fact, we must thank to Gaza. We realize that we are much more than we thought. Gaza taught this to us. As Zionist Israel continued to kill civilians, the crowd standing against it grew larger. People with different worldviews, religions, and ethnicities united in the face of the genocide. From the Far East to America, people all around the world revolted. They resisted the genocide. Despite Israel's shameful stance, the rest of the world has made Gaza the center of its life. But first of all, before talking about the children, women, and civilians innocently killed by Zionists, we need to talk about their reasons for killing them. We must learn and we must think about their reasons to kill children and women and civils. They claim that the land of Palestine belonged to their ancestors 3,000 years ago. They are asserting a right to these lands. I want to empathize. If we accept this claim, if we say that they are telling true, then 5 million United States citizens would have to leave the entire continent to the Native Americans and return to Europe. If we accept this claim as true, then we, the Turks, have to leave Anatolian lands and return to steppe of Asia. There is no chance we can accept this offer as a correct. The lands they claim belong to them are the lands they were expelled from 3,000 years ago. And these lands belong to Palestinians and Gazans. 100 years ago, Theodore Herzl and his associates devised a plan and began systemic genocide. After 1948, this genocide, ignoring and torture, began to be carried out by a so-called state. It's important, by a so-called state, and in the last 2.5 years, it has become a lawless act with no regard for human rights. They thought that by killing Gazans, they could make them give up. They thought that by killing, they could intimidate the peoples of the world. They will never succeed in this. There are millions in Anatolia who wholeheartedly support the Gazans. Every association and foundation that is a member of ASTP will support this resistance until their last breath. Over past 2.5 years, more than 2,000 associations and foundations have organized almost daily actions, press statements, and marches. Most recently, they launched the Sumut Flotilla from Mediterranean toward Gaza's territorial waters. They strove to break the blockade and to deliver food and medicine to Gaza. Perhaps our activists on the ships could not embrace Gazans physically, but they made consist-bearing people everywhere see Israel's operation. And now the Sumut continues its journey on the land. The Sumut is moving now on the land. How is it doing? How do they make it? Every activist, young or old, children or adults, women or men, are holding panels and conferences around the world to expose Israel's activities. And their slogan is the same. We will organize new flotillas and new land convoys. We will continue the resistance until Gaza and Palestine are free. ASTP will continue to uphold its claim to end oppression, which is the common denominator of all humanity. Each of our volunteers will continue their work with this awareness. For this reason, we fully support the meaningful work done by the Gaza tribunals. All ASTP associations stand behind this tribunal and behalf of humanity. Dear juries and the people in the saloon, there is one more problem. Dual citizens and dual passport holders who fought in the ranks of Israel are as guilty as those who govern the state of Israel. They violated international law, killed Gazan women, children, and civilization. They must be prosecuted. Two, I ask that you place this issue on your agenda. There are lots of people, they are living with us in our countries, for example in Turkey, Istanbul, and they are also going to Israel and fighting, and they will come back after the war. They are thinking that. And our people, the Turkish people, doesn't like it. They must also, it's the subject of this tribunal. We are not tired. Yes, we want to war to stop, not because we are excited or we'll give up, but because we want hope for all humanity. We know that the Zionist ideology, whose history is full of such massacres and which killed even its own prophets without mercy, will not be reformed. But at least we can make sure the guilty are punished. Free Palestine and free world is possible. Gaza Tribunal will show United Nations and European Courts of Human Rights the way to penalize war guilty. For this reason, I thank all members of the Gaza Tribunals. I hope, as the last sentence, I hope to read the final declaration of this court together on the free shores of Gaza. I extend my respect to all of you. Thanks a lot.